Yo, everybody, welcome back to the motherfucking Minority Sports Report Wrestling Edition. Woo! Got a new shirt on? Fuck yeah. Finally got that shit at Target.
Yeah.
They finally had the fat boy size, so you know I copped it.
Nice.
I'm your fucking boy, Big Black.
Not me, boy, Scheme Dollar. What's going on?
Chilling, man. Running late. Mom's in town. Had to do some shit. So we were running late. We gonna speed through this shit as fast as you want. So let's jump in.
Yeah, as fast as possible. All right, so Impact, they had two events going on. They had their regular show, and then they had this. I think it was their app pay-per-view type thing. Well, Impact, a couple quick things. I'm not going to go over everything. Christian Cage, as we know, beat Kenny Omega, so he's the new Impact World Champion. So he returned to Impact, where he used to wrestle back in the day, as the new World Champion. I don't know if you remember Melina from back in the day.
WWE?
Yes.
Yeah.
So she's in Impact now. She returned to action. She took on someone who's used to wrestle in WWE as well, Brandy Loren. I don't remember what her name was there. And Melina got the win there. In a no DQ match, Jake Something defeated Caleb with a K. And in the Battle of the Hoss main event, fucking Joe Doering defeated Big Doc Gallows.
The Battle of the Hoss.
That's what they kept.
They
kept calling it. And anytime there's two giant dudes, it's the Battle of the Hoss.
That's fucking funny.
But then they had their emergence event, which was Friday night. It aired before Rampage did. So this kicked off like 8 o'clock and ran till about 10 when Rampage started. But a couple things happened. Was the Impact World Championship #1 contenders match. It was a 4-way. It was Ace Austin. He ended up getting the win over Moose, Sami Callihan, and Chris Sabin. So Ace Austin will go on to face the winner of Christian Cage and Brian Myers, which was the main event of this little pay-per-view. Then they had the X Division Championship on the line. Josh Alexander, the walking weapon, defeated Jake Something. Hit him off with 10 German suplexes in a row.
Oh, shit.
Beasted. Josh Alexander's the man.
Oh, I'm getting sick thinking about him.
Fucking walking weapon, dude. It's a beast. The Impact World Tag Team Championship was on the line. The Good Brothers were defending against the former Tag Team Champions, Violent by Design. This was a team of Doering and Rhino, because you know how they could switch it up if they want. This is a triple threat. So Good Brothers defeated Violent by Design and Rich Swann and Willie Mack. Yeah, it was a 3-way tag match. But yeah, so Good Brothers
Max, dude.
Then in the main event, Christian Cage defeated Brian Myers to retain the Impact World Championship.
Shocker.
There was a couple of events that happened in New Japan, but nothing noteworthy. They're still running that Super Junior Tag Tournament, but I'll let you know who wins that when that happens. Jumping into AEW, starting off with Dynamite, kicked off with a Texas Tornado tag match, which was it's a tag match where everybody's in the ring at the same goddamn time, or outside the ring, wherever the fuck it wants to happen. But yeah, so Sting and Darby Allin defeated 2.0, which was Matt Lee and Jeff Parker. To get the win, Sting hit double Scorpion death drops and then hit double Scorpion death locks on both of these dudes as they were stacked on each other.
It's so tight.
Got them both to submit. That was funny.
It worked really well. It didn't look as tacky as I thought it was when he pulled it out.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. It was good to see. Sammy Guevara, they showed that he proposed to his girlfriend earlier on in the night when they were taping the Dark episode. And then he ended up coming out later on and defeating Shawn Spears in singles action. Kissed his girlfriend, his new fiance after the match and shit. And this was in his hometown too, in Houston. So it was a big deal for him. So good outing for Sammy Guevara. Then we had Dan Lambert of American Top Team coming out, continuing this beef with AEW, talking shit about fans and the AEW product. He brought back up this time, so Lance Archer didn't fuck him up. He had Junior Dos Santos and Andrei Arlovsky with him in the ring, 2 former UFC champions.
Bro, that motherfucker can cut a promo better than some wrestlers, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's funny, but yeah, it makes sense that he's a fan, so he knows he knows how to pull it off when needed. He's not some new dude like, you want me to say what?
Right.
But so while he was out there shooting his shit, Lance Archer tried to come out, but he ended up getting attacked by Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. So it's interesting to see if they're working with Dan Lambert now.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens this week there. We had the AEW Tag Team Championship on the line. The Young Bucks successfully defended against Jurassic Express. That's Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. Paul White announced that he had a match at All Out against QT Marshall.
Yeah, that was so fucking... At this point of the show, my mom was like... Because she watched it... Because she was supposed to be on this episode. So she watched all the wrestling with me this past week. And then when former Big Show came out, Paul White, she was on her phone and she like looks up. She's like, "Is that the fucking Big Show?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh shit. Wait, is that Chris Jericho?" Yeah. It's like she started like realizing like all the old wrestlers, and she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Dude, Sting was just right." She's like, "I thought that was Sting, but I didn't want to. Like, I thought it was some ripoff." I was like, "Nah, these are the niggas that you know."
Legit.
And then she's like, "Wait, is that?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's Mark Henry for Rampage. We're not there yet." But she was like, "What the fuck?" So yeah.
But so that was that. So stacking up that All Out card. Thunder Rosa defeated Penelope Ford in singles action. And then the main events was the Fifth Laborer Jericho. MJF surprisingly got the win over Jericho there. Kind of thought they were going to let Jericho get the win. But that was Dynamite. Anything to add on that match?
No, other than I wasn't...
the Penelope Ford Thunder Rosa, because you seem to get excited on that one.
Oh, I mean, just say the two names. That's enough said.
Exactly.
They're both beasts. They're both fucking gorgeous. One's Mexicans, one's white. Like, come on. All we need is a fucking red velvet in there and we're good to go. But yeah, no, it was great. I mean, like, eye candy aside, like the women in AEW, when they're on TV, they're fucking solid wrestlers, or at least they're getting there, you know? So I appreciate that shit. But that's all I got to say about it.
Cool. So jumping into Rampage. In order to prevent a rampage, AEW had the debut of CM Punk, because if he didn't show up, they were definitely going to riot.
Oh yeah,
Because as soon as the show kicked off, they were trying to do the announcements, like their top of the show announcements, and all you can hear is the CM Punk chant. And then his music hit. He came out, sat in the ring, did his little crisscross applesauce sit down interview in the ring. I guess that's that pipe bomb interview that he's known for in WWE. I guess that's what he did during that shit too. He does that shit during like his promos, I guess. I don't know. But we'll see how good he is. Apparently he considers himself best in the world. And
I've never seen him wrestle because I was far removed from WWE.
I've been. There were times where I was watching but not watching, you know what I mean? So I've seen him but not really paid attention. But basically he cut a promo in the ring saying that when he left Ring of Honor back in the day to go to WWE, he left pro wrestling. So basically saying that what he was doing at WWE was not pro wrestling. And that he missed pro wrestling, and now that he's in AEW, he's back. And he announced that, kind of officially announced that he's going to be taking on Darby Allin at All Out. Yeah. So that's going to be a good matchup there. Looking forward to seeing that and to see him in the ring. We had the first match in the tag team eliminator tournament that was announced on Dynamite. So the winner of this tournament is going to face the Young Bucks in a steel cage at All Out because of all the shenanigans that the Elite likes to play during their matches. So Tony Khan's gonna cut that off by putting them in a cage. The first match was Jurassic Express. They defeated Private Party. Next one is Lucha Bros, and I forget who else. I forget who they're facing, but that'll be this week on Dynamite. And those two winners. Well, the winner of that will face Jurassic Express on Rampage. Yeah, I can't think of who it is either.
Bro,
I want to say somebody from the Dark Order, but I don't know.
We're bad podcasters. We just watch the shit. We don't take notes sometimes. Fuck you. Fuck you.
All of them except the team that Lucha Bros are facing.
That's what happens. It's easy. Use the internet.
Yeah, look it up.
Yeah,
or watch tonight because it'll air tonight.
Right, watch it tonight because it's airing tonight. You're goddamn right. It is. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to what AEW is doing. They've been beating NXT in the ratings every week. I was curious to see I didn't look into it, but I'll have this information next week if you don't look it up on your own, viewers. See the numbers for Raw versus Rampage. Because I know, SmackDown versus Rampage. SmackDown is obviously a much bigger brand. But we'll see what happens with the Friday Night Wars, man. Because this is a thing now. This is a fucking thing. This is a thing. It's great.
It's a thing. Continuing on this week's episode of the AEW War, Jade Cargill smashed Kiera Hogan, who apparently is a free agent, and that's why her and Tasha Steelz broke up at Impact, because she is apparently a free agent and is testing the waters.
Yeah, good for her.
Yeah, good for her. She's a beast of a wrestler. I've seen her do a lot of tag matches and shit, but yeah, she's just getting smashed in this match
against that bitch.
Yep,
Jade Cargill.
And then in the main events, Jon Moxley defeated insert picture of random guy here. No, newcomer Danny Garcia. I don't know. This 2.0 Danny Garcia, I'm not really feeling him yet.
No, and I think that's not for us. That's for we're still hooking in the WWE viewers who are like dipping their toes into the water, because you know how that shit is. Like, it's WWE or nothing, you know. So yeah. I think those guys, they're putting that shit on for the other. Because I'm with you, man. I'm just like,
They came out of nowhere to get main event pushes versus these big, like, versus Moxley and shit like that. Like,
right. So yeah, they're, like I said, they're not in, at least in my world, because we don't really follow WWE. I'm more likely to recognize a Japanese fighter from fucking New Japan before anybody in WWE. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd like to see more of that anyway. But yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah. We fucking speeded through this. I appreciate you for staying up late, bro. We love it. Now we have 2 episodes to put out this week. Make sure you watch the Minority Sports Report, which came out yesterday, and make sure you watch this shit now. We are the motherfucking Minority Sports Report. You can follow us all collectively at TMS Report. This is the motherfucking Minority Sports Report. RASSLIN! Woo! Sorry for your ears, bro.
Yeah, I'm deaf now.
And Skate, where can they follow you, brah?
Follow me at Game666.
Follow me. I'm at the Beatnik. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video, and make sure you hit the bell icon. We'll be back for you next week. Peace the fuck in. Oh, real quick, I watched SummerSlam on. It was on. The volume was off, because you know why my volume was off.
Yeah.
And my mom was watching it with me. We're talking, catching up, talking, and she looks up and she's like, "Oh my god, that was terrible." And I'm like, "Yeah, fucking SummerSlam is garbage."